Smith. Today's date is Monday, July 1st, 2019. The time is 5:49 p.m. I am at the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I'm going to get some gang stalking caught on camera for you this evening. Be looking for synchronized obstruction of movement, synchronized space crowding, an abundance of mall security and police officers, and other synchronized obstructive gang stalking activity. I'm going to make my way to Bloomingdale's and stop filming. Let's go. First instance of synchronized space crowding right there. That guy changed directions to follow me, and now he has changed direction again and is to my right. So that is typical protocol for gang stalkers. They follow you, and when you catch them in the act, namely through the recording mechanism, they fall back. But yeah, that guy, as soon as I said let's go, he walked right in behind me as if I were talking to him. And that's what these gang stalkers want to do. They're trying to trick whoever it is that's watching me into thinking that I'm with them, that I'm in some sort of a group or some sort of an organization, and we're all in this together, but we're not all in this together. I was put in a gang stalking campaign without my knowledge and consent, and it has been pestering me for years. And it continues to pester me. I have no affiliations in Florida, no friends in Florida, and quite frankly, I don't want any, because everyone around me is a stalker. No one comes within my immediate vicinity without some sort of an assignment of gang stalking activity. Whether or not they know it's gang stalking is beside the point. The fact of the matter is that it is gang stalking. There's some more synchronized obstruction of movement to my right. I repeat, I have no affiliations here in Florida. Anyone who says they're affiliated with me in any way, shape, or form, in any capacity, be it in real life or any other capacity, is lying. I can only recall one true friendship that I've ever had in life, and that was in grade school. Since then, all of my interpersonal relationships have been systematically disrupted by this hateful, evil, and annoying mechanism known as gang stalking. And it's synchronized. It doesn't even feel natural. You see what they're doing is they got people shooting at me from all sides, north, south, east, and west, all in a synchronized fashion. I saw this girl at the bus stop earlier. I have pictures of her. I will upload those along with this video. She was talking to a homeless man that was sitting down in the grass near the bus stop smoking a cigarette. He was telling her he had to drop off keys, whatever that means. And they got into what sounded like a verbal spat, but I'm seeing her again here at the mall. That is synchronized gang stalking activity. And as I said, I'm going to upload the picture of her that I took at the bus stop, and I will be sure to include what time I took the picture. It was probably 2 hours ago. You see now it's nearing 6 p.m. I think this is where I need to go. I'm looking for the busing area. I'm going to go ahead and walk all the way to the bus stop. Okay, I have to swing around here. That was the north exit that I took. I guess the west exit is the closer one to where I need to be. I'm gonna get on a bus and head north towards Port St. Lucie. There's security personnel right on cue. As I said, an abundance of security personnel, and police are a hallmark of gang stalking. Notice how he pulled up right when I got here. I saw this young lady at the library earlier. She had some form. Some kind of voter registration thing. I didn't fill it out. I told her that I wasn't registered to vote in Florida, but that I had to leave. I didn't have time to stay there and do whatever she was doing. It wasn't registering to vote. It was basically a form she wanted me to fill out concerning the minimum wage in Florida. It's a petition, and that's the second time today that I've seen people just minding my own business, walking wherever I decide to walk, that I saw earlier in the day. That is a gang stalking mechanism, and it's meant to reduce the targeted individual's feeling of progression. When you're constantly running into the same things over and over again, the same obstruction, the same disruption over and over again, it ruins your sense of continuity in life. when you run into the same people over and over again, it ruins your sense of progression through life. It feels like you're going in a big circle all the days of your life. And that's what gang stalking is meant to do. It's meant to ruin your sense of stability, and it's meant to ruin your stability altogether. So here's the bus I'm going to try to get on there, the 10 bus. I'm going to keep filming. That's the bus right there, the 10. It's going to Jupiter, Florida. So this is a gang stalking maneuver here. Crowding of the sidewalks. There's something else I want to point your attention to. That guy to my right, you just saw him licking his fingers and wiping his face off with his hands and so forth. That's gang stalking activity. It seems that everywhere I go, outdoors or indoors, I always encounter somebody in my immediate vicinity who is licking their hands, wiping their mouth off with something, including their hands, digging up their nose, coughing, sneezing. Rubbing their feet or otherwise doing something gross. Sometimes they do that stuff right in front of you when you're on a bus or something, or when you're trying to eat, they'll come around you doing stuff like that, or they'll cough or sneeze around your food. Sometimes the people preparing your food in the restaurant will do it. That's gang stalking activity. That's synchronized gang stalking activity, and those people are instructed to act like that. I reiterate, one part of gang stalking is making it look as if the TI is okay with what's happening to him. I am not okay with what's happening to me. This is obstructive, it's annoying, it's bigoted, it is troublesome, and it is just altogether worthless trash that people are participating in, and I have absolutely no plans whatsoever of getting involved in anything that these people are doing or getting to know any of them. Sometimes these stalkers take something as simple as a hello or a good evening or something to that effect. If I say something like that to somebody that happens to be stalking, the gang stalkers in general, particularly the principal stalkers, take that as a consent to stalk me. Hey, he's being nice to us. Hey, he's talking to us. Hey, he's looking at us. That means he must want a part of what we're doing, or he must be okay with what we're doing, and that's a load of garbage. I'll reiterate, I have no acquaintances or partners or anything that resembles such in Florida. I've become used to the fact, and even accepted the fact, that I am an isolated person, and it's actually better for me that I am isolated, because if I were to get mixed up with these people, who knows what catastrophe would happen. I've met people here in the city or in South Florida that I considered acquaintances, people that I could hang out with or talk to from time to time, but those relationships all ended in disaster, because that's what gang stalking is. It's a disaster campaign against the life of somebody because they at some point in their life showed themselves to the gang stalkers to be predatory, dangerous, unhinged, or otherwise a threat to society. And I'll have you know as well, making the wrong enemy is another way a person can get put in a gang stalking campaign. It doesn't even have to be anything based on legit criteria. Somebody can refer your name, viewer, to a gang stalker right this very second and put you in a full-blown gang stalking campaign. It will take some time because they have to scout you for a few years before they can know how to successfully gang stalk you. But if you make the wrong enemy, then gang stalking is something that anybody can get put into. It's not based on anything legit. It's straight up neo-fascism. If the number 10 bus does not swing around in the next minute, I'm going to stop the recording and resume when I get on the bus. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, women with baby strollers gang stalk and obstruct space and obstruct movement. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording and resume in a few minutes.